Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to the students. Okay, students, we in our second week of this Network Essentials class. So one of the things I want to talk to you about are the assignments for this particular week. Now, I had a student reach out to me this week, and the student was a bit confused on how to do the assignments when they don't have the real equipment. Now, one of the things that you learned in your first week's reading is that you had a chapter that deals with an application that is highly important for you to learn called Packet Tracer. Now, if you didn't go through chapter 3 learning about Packet Tracer, please go back because that's critical, that's essential to your development in the IT world. And if you pass that chapter, I'm gonna tell you right now, you will not know anything about networking. Remember, you're working from home and you need all of the tools that's gonna help you be a powerful learner in this field. So go back, read through that chapter meticulously because it is important. Okay, it's going to teach you everything you need to know about Packet Tracer. Well, Professor, what does that have to do with the labs we have to do? Critically important. Here we go. So if you go to your assignments in week 2, you will have a plethora of labs to do. If you notice, it's going to be labs. Build a simple network. And I said in Packet Tracer, trace route in Packet Tracer, my protocol rules, determine a MAC address. Now the latter 3 is 4 assignments, but the latter 3 you just gonna do on your computer. You're gonna download the file as a PDF. You're gonna turn that file into a Word doc, and you're gonna go to your computer and do the step-by-step instructions and do that lab. And you're just gonna type in your information. Just that simple. And if some of you feel uncomfortable with giving me your information on these particular labs, just change a few things in there so it's no way no one will know if that's your actual computer. So just make a few changes. But I think you can trust me. But if you can't, hey, it's okay. So trace route, my protocol rules, and determine the MAC address of a host. That is a document, PDF you're going to download, you're going to turn into Word, and you're going to answer the questions as you walk through your own personal computer doing the work. But now, this first one, build a simple network. Well, Professor, I don't have the equipment in front of me. Of course you do. You have the equipment right there, and it's in the form of Packet Tracer. So I'm gonna open up my Packet Tracer, but while my Packet Tracer is about to open, you just have to simply be able to think outside the box. You're gonna build a Packet Tracer application that's building a simple network, and you're gonna take what you will do in a traditional lab and do it in Packet Tracer. And this is gonna skill you up. This is what's gonna give you the skills you need to be a dynamic person working in network. Do not fear it. Step outside the box. Show me you have skills. A student said to me, he said, well, I was in another professor class, and I'm not going to say the professor name, but I was in another professor class, and this is how we did things. I said, well, don't tell me about that, professor. Show me what you got now. This is where you take your skill level to the next level. Build it out yourself in Packet Tracer. You can do all of this in Packet Tracer. And let me point this out to you. That's why Cisco consistently works so hard to build Packet Tracer. Remember, I said Packet Tracer is an application that simulates a true network. And the reason Cisco spends so much time building it out is because Cisco recognized everyone can't buy their equipment, so they giving you a hand up by building this application and offering it to you absolutely free. Let me make sure I'm putting my password in because you can see that I'm playing games here. Let's get out the game playing situation. Let's go. Okay, so Cisco want to give you a gift of a simulation where you can build networks. Now, I'm not going to open up the document. I'm just going to show you a few things that you learned when you did a document that you sent to me in Packet Tracer. So just to make sure we're clear, you're going to have a document that you download. It's going to be a PDF. You're going to turn that document into a Word document. You already know how to do it. And then you're going to go through the processes of opening up Packet Tracer and build that on Packet Tracer. So a student said to me, well, Professor, I don't know. And multiple students said this, but I'm going to act like one student said it. But I don't know what a wireless router is. Well, if I click right here, if you read through chapter 3, it would have showed you how to just put your mouse pointer on each and every one of these devices and the name would pop up. So if I go here to networking devices and I put my mouse pointer on routers, switches, hubs, wireless router, and click that, I will see a wireless router that I can put on the desktop. And now I'm not going to show you, I will not show you how to configure this device because it's going to walk you through it step by step. But I can put also on here, I can come over here to end devices. Remember, we talked about end devices, intermediate devices, and we talked about, what did we say about the other? I'm not going to say it. You already know it. You should know those 3 levels. But I'm going to grab a PC, put it up there, and I'm going to grab another PC. I am not going to configure it. You already know how to do that. So students, I need you to step your game up. Think outside the box. The curriculum is changing. You have ChatGTP out there. You have all type of things. You have to change with it. So now the next thing is this. Should I use cabling? Now, I was with a student and the student said, well, I'm going to use this cable in here. If you look down here at the bottom, the names will change. So you know what cable it is. Learn your cables. We went through a chapter that talked about the different type of coaxial cable, wireless, and fiber. Learn what cables you need to connect these devices together. Now, once you do this, you're going to save it and you're going to upload it to me. It doesn't matter if you send me the PKT or the PKA file, send me one of them. Then also send me the document with your answers in the document. People, you can do it. I know you can do it. So this is Professor Sistrunk signing off. And I just wanted to spend a little time talking about a lab. Let's do it, people.